Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Looming and today we're having a look at Jump King Quest. Uncover a strange vertical world and brave the heights together or alone in Jump King Quest, the unhinged multiplayer combat platformer RPG follow-up to the original tactical leap-in adventure. Jump King Quest features a new 2.5D graphic style, combat and actual enemies in the world to fight, dynamic multiplayer gameplay, a whole new world to explore and much more, including character creation and customization, which is why we are here. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Jump King Quest, you can find some links below, and as always, there will be timestamps. Use them. Find what you're looking for and leave satisfied. In this video, we're going to have a look at the origins that you can pick between. That's basically the cosmetic portion of the customization. Then we'll have a look at the inclinations, which is essentially the classes. Then we'll take a peek at the stats, but they're not exactly stats. It's kind of hard to explain. You're just going to have to check it out. And then finally, we'll look at how the names work. That'll be in step 4 out of 4. There are, in fact, 4 steps to this character creation process. Okay. I'm going to say here at the start that I love what I've seen. I'm just going to put that out there. This is a pretty unique character creation system, and I love the design of the characters and a lot of it. Okay, it's just cool. It's just cool. Let's jump in. Your first choice is your soil type, because you are a mudman. Sand. The familiar muddy shores of the heights are the cradle of these sandy-faced mudmen, and these are what the mudmen look like. I love it. I love it. I mean, I enjoyed the design of the original, but I still feel like I'm a little shocked to see sort of like, you know, under the hood. It's just like, this is what was there all along. I mean, I had an idea, but... So you get to pick sand. Salt. The pink-colored mudmen from the cold Salt Lake canyons tend to keep to themselves. Yeah. Clay. The blue-gray mudmen from Cluck Kuluk, the blue mud pits. Dark soil. Dark brown mudmen from the faraway Sun Rainlands. Fantastic. Dirt. Low-born mudmen from the damp crevices at the edge of the known world. Yeah, it's those guys. Dust. The dust wastes are the birthplace of some of the craftier mudmen among their race. Red earth. Bronze-skinned mudmen of the Thunder Dune Red Cliffs. I love the names, dude. Coal. The silent coal-black tribesmen from the mountain depths are emboldened by carbon-enriched earth deposits. Green mud. Green-hued mudmen from the jungles of Galzong, a land far away on the outskirts of Andorika. Marble. The mysterious marbled tend to secrecy, yet are often highly cultured. I can see that. They've got some slightly more chiseled features, and that's our final choice. So, I love the selection available, but I more so, and more than any of the other stuff, just love the presentation and the lore and everything that's involved with it, right? It's phenomenal. It's a great way to present this, and it just works. Now let's look at our hairstyles. Complete baldness, obviously, because why not? Severe bald-in pattern. The hair looks pretty good, by the way. Faithful tonsure. It's our Friar Tuck style. Crew cut. Dashin coiffure. I kind of dig that. It suits the character. Like, it's a fantastic choice. Wavy hairdo. It's basically my hair before I cut it. Voluminous locks. Oh, and that's our final choice. And we're going to leave the voluminous locks on so that we can look at the colors. Could they have more hairstyles? Absolutely. Do they need more? Probably not, because you're going to be wearing a helmet the moment you step out of here. But still... you know, it's nice having more choices, a bigger selection. The hair colors are good. Like, I I honestly think that they've pretty much covered all the bases that they need to cover with this. You can see that they definitely stuck close to reality with this. Saying that at any point throughout this character creation makes me feel a little silly. No, but seriously, they've got basically all the normal hair colors here, from black to brown through to like a pretty decent blonde, and then down towards sort of like the two grays. That's actually standard two gray colors. It's like the gray and the white there. I do believe they could have given us a little bit of a red, but otherwise, yeah, I kind of like it. And I think it's definitely more than enough. So as we are here, I will just tell you that, you know, you can come up with some pretty decent combos here. You know, like the nice contrast, as an example, between the dark skin and the light hair, or the samey style where you go for like the light skin and the light hair, or the samey style where you go for the dark and the dark, or the sort of more quote unquote down to earth everyman. You know, it's cool, it's nice, and I think that with what you have here, you could definitely cook something up that you would be enthused by. I kind of like this hairstyle, so I'm going to go with that. And I'll just go with the black hair. That's fine. Now, moving on. Our next set of choices are pretty cool. It's probably my favorite part of the character creation system. Although I've been saying that every step of the way. I'm probably going to keep saying that. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. But before I even get into what's available here, I just want to say I love that they've managed to put this lore front and center on display here. They went from a game that had most of its lore hidden away and you had to like really search for it. You know, they went from that to this, where they're presenting you with this treasure trove of cool information, you know, so much that you didn't know existed in the world of Jump King before, and it's just here. And it's just cool and fun and interesting. And again, the word I used before was unique, so I'm going to stick with that. Now, you pick your inclination here. You have adventurous, barbaric, devoted, vulgar, and shrewd. There are some crossovers between these. You will notice that when we jump in, that some of them will have similarities, right? But each of these does essentially act like a class that you pick in, because you get in your starting equipment, you get in different attributes, and when you jump to the next menu, you get different choices for your personality to fill out those final attributes. So we're going to go back and forth a little bit here, and I'll show you what's available. It's really cool. I cannot wait. First up, adventurous. You jump into adventure with a chip on your shoulder, your heart on your sleeve, and the world in your eyes. I love that line. Though future insights will determine your humoral balance, your credo shall always be never give up. You have starting equipment here. It's the hero set, a scuffed leather shield, and the hero sword, which looks amazing, by the way. Amazing. Then you have all the armor pieces. Your character actually reacts every time you click on one of them. It's a nice little detail that I think most people might not even realize is there. And then your attributes: 4 guts, 1 reason, 1 discipline, 1 purity, and 3 credo. Now, if we jump to the next menu, this is where there's going to be some sort of, I say crossover, because as an example, the adventurous inclination and the barbaric one, I think they have similar choices here. You'll see. Dost thou follow the light or question its source? So then you can choose the light guides me, the light of the Lord. Then you get faith for that. It fills in this slot over here. Men of faith are spiritual and believe the world is at the mercy of higher forces. So you pick that if you want. Or I'm not fooled by the light nor the shadows on the wall. That gives you profanity. The profane see worldly gains as a path to fulfillment. Skeptics at the heart, they laugh at foolish superstition. So you pick the one you want. I prefer profanity. Then you jump on and you pick what is best in life. To crush my enemies, and that gives you barbarism, of course. The barbaric are crude but straightforward, caring not for others' opinions of their uncouth behavior. So that's actually fantastic. I would pick that. But you can also go never failing to carry oneself with poise and dignity. That gives you sophistication. Yeah, could also fit with like a knightly character. The sophisticated navigate the intricacies of society, language, and politics with finesse. So you pick the one you want, and then it'll fill this out for you, and you'll be in your final step where you put your name in. Pretty cool. I love the way that they've handled this. I love that they give it to you by presenting you with a question, and they add that splash of color to that otherwise dull choice. Well, actually, the choices aren't all that dull, are they? But still, you get what I'm saying. Next up, we have barbaric. You are practical. Your humor's mostly choleric. You are quick to action, laughter, and rage with a healthy fear of Gorm and an equally healthy disdain for the pointless complexity of civilization. Yeah, look at this character. Look at them lounging there. It's excellent. Starting weapons and shield here. You got the scuffed leather shield, and you got an axe. It's pretty cool. And then you have the barbarian set, which is pretty straightforward as well. There we go. You will notice the stats are a little different. You have guts, oblivion, indulgence, barbarism on 4, and foulness. But when you click continue here, you actually have the same question as the adventurous guy. Dost thou follow the light, or question its source? Then you can say, the light of the Lord guides me. You get faith. So men of faith are spiritual and believe the world is at the mercy of higher forces. As I said, we're going to repeat a few things. I am not fooled by the light nor the shadows on the wall. This gives you profanity. The profane see worldly gains as the path to fulfillment. Skeptics at heart, they laugh at foolish superstition. And then you pick that, and then you are in the final choice. That's this one. Where dost thine soul rest when the earth offereth no shelter? The certainty of my creed is as balm to my spirit. It's beautiful. Whoever wrote this, man, give them a raise. Give them a raise and put them on the next game already, or on the expansion, or on whatever they're going to do next. I just love it. This gives you credo. Men of credo are propelled by a higher calling, which informs their morality and drives their actions. Then if you pick the other one, it gives you volition. I need no shelter. Through will alone, I prevail. Volatile personae believe might makes right. That one can steer destiny with will and power. Excellent. So if you pick that, it throws you into the name selection, and you are done. Pretty cool. I already like the barbaric playstyle. Next up, however, an interesting one. We have devoted. You are a mudman sanguine in your faith and in the higher powers, who trusts destiny and perseverance to lead you up along the right path. Time will tell if your devotion is misplaced or not in the lofty pursuit of the higher purpose. Pretty cool. I like the outfit. You can see there you have guts, faith, discipline, purity, and credo. Much more faith, much more discipline. Your weapon is the wandering stick. Pretty cool. And again, the scuffed leather shield. Then you have the monk set on. Right. And when you proceed here, your choices look a little different. This is for your personality. Where does the thread lead when the needle is lost? God, what a question. Wow. The needle of my mind is all that I require. That gives you reason. The reason to have minds driven by rationality and logic. Discerning always cause and effect. Smart boy stuff right there. And then no thread will bind me. That's oblivion. Chaos calls you forth. Havoc follows you. You laugh into the void. No reasons. No just cause. Only bedlam. God. I love it. I'm not gonna get over this anytime soon. I'm sorry. The writing is just so nice. It's fun. Then you get to pick what is best in life. We saw this one for the barbaric and the adventurous inclinations, but you get the same choices here. You get to pick to crush my enemies. That gives you barbarism. The barbaric are crude but straightforward, caring not for others' opinions of their uncouth behavior. Or you can never fail to carry oneself with poise and dignity. That gives you sophistication. The sophisticated navigate the intricacies of society, language, and politics with finesse. So you pick the one you want. Because we went with oblivion, I feel like barbarism makes sense. And then you're done. Then you go back. Then you go back, back, back. That's it for the devoted. Then we have vulgar. Yeah, I'd say. Entertainer, philosopher, dimwit. You care not what is thrown at you. It may even become a free meal if you have jaguars on your side. But if the cola takes hold and sucks you into oblivion, what shall emerge on the other side? Jeez. A little heavy, the questions there. You start with a leather shield and a wooden flail, plus the mummer set. There you go. Let's check our choices out. Whom emergeth victorious? Your first personality question. The boldest, that gives you guts. The gutsy charge forth with little regard for their own safety, preferring straightforward and honest weapons. Or the craftiest, that gives you guile. Men of guile fight in clever ways with swift and cunning weapons and tactics that put the foe at a distance. Pretty cool. I like both of those. I wouldn't even know which to pick. But let's go with the boldest. Where dost thine soul rest when the earth offereth no shelter? The certainty of my creed is as balm to my spirit. There you go. That gives you credo. Men of credo are propelled by a higher calling which informs their morality and drives their actions. And then you can say, no, I need no shelter. Through will alone, I prevail. That gives you volition. Volatile persona believe that might makes right. That one can steer destiny with will and power. That's willpower. You pick that, then you add your name choice, and you're done. Excellent. Pretty fun. Now, our final inclination, probably the coolest one, I would say. They get a little lamppost to lean against. Look at that. Shrewd. Maneuvering high society with finesse, deftly plotting, you remain in the shadows. With phlegmatic intellect, such as yours, so coloured by melancholic cynicism, no regard is spared for the naivete of the gullible. But they must not win. You start with the shield and a dagger, and your set is the shrewd set. Okay. Guile, profanity, indulgence, sophistication, and foulness. Personality questions. Where does the thread lead when the needle is lost? The needle of my mind is all that I require. That gives you reason. The reason minds they're driven by rationality and logic, discerning always cause and effect. Then you can say, no thread will bind me. That gives you oblivion. Chaos calls you forth. Havoc follows you. You laugh into the void. No reasons. No just cause. Only bedlam. I generally tend to pick the crazy options just because. Where dost thine soul rest when the earth offereth no shelter? The certainty of my creed is as balm to my spirit. That gives you credo. Men of credo are propelled by a higher calling which informs their morality and drives their actions. Or you can pick, I need no shelter. Through will alone I prevail. Volatile personae believe might makes right. That one can steer destiny with will and power. Our final choice, the names. Your true name is apparently best kept secret, only revealed to trustworthy companions. What happens here is you enter a name, then they give you a list of generated names that you can pick from. Each letter has a decent selection of names, and some of them are normal names, and some are slightly less normal and slightly more silly, and that's fantastic. You know, the names like Lug and Log and Laugh-Moor and Loophole and Long Leap and Leap Rock. Phenomenal. Each and every single one of them will give you a decent selection. So, I imagine this is, let's say for moderation purposes, and because they don't want to have to handle people picking vulgar, rude, offensive names. So you have a true name, you can make that whatever the hell you want, and then this is the one that shows to other players in your game that you happen upon out there in the world, and they can guarantee by giving you a curated list that it won't ruffle any feathers. And I dig that. I think that's excellent. Thumbs up. That does, however, bring us to the end of this video. Man, I love it. The game just oozes style and character, and it has the lore of its world dripping from every pore. It's excellent. They've done a fantastic job with this. It is such a cool style, you know? It's unique, it's interesting, and it's sort of a little bit fun and silly as well. But it's also serious, right? Because there's some pretty heavy stuff in here. And I just love everything that I've seen. I have no complaints. I don't have any, important input for these guys. Nothing. Just keep working on the game, fix up any bugs that there are, and hey, if you're gonna keep making games, keep going in the direction that you're going, because I love it. I love the evolution from the first Jump King to this one. It's just cool. So hey, if you jumped in, if you gave the game a try, I'd love to hear what you think. tell me what you think about the character creation system as well. Because you never know. The devs might come and watch this video, and I'm sure that they'd like to see some comments from you guys to see what everyone thinks. Hey, you can, as always, check back here soon for more. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. You can find my links below, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. And hey, happy jumping, dudes. Happy that.